impressive opening, and the need for a spiritual shield. Have you ever felt vulnerable when leaving home, as if the energies around you could negatively influence your day? Imagine facing personal challenges, workplace pressures, or emotional conflicts without a barrier protecting your inner peace. The truth is that in a world filled with varied spiritual energy, we aren't always aware of how these invisible forces can affect us. But what if I told you that in just 5 minutes, you can create a powerful spiritual shield capable of protecting you and keeping your energy positive, regardless of what happens around you? This is not just another generic spiritual method. It's a quick, efficient practice deeply connected to your faith, especially if you're a dedicated Christian seeking to strengthen your spiritual journey. Throughout this video, you'll discover how to transform these 5 minutes into a daily ritual that not only protects, but also strengthens your connection with God. And the best part, you don't need to be an expert in energy healing or spiritual cleansing to begin. Everything you need is already within you. But before we dive into the step-by-step process, let me share a brief story. A few years ago, I met a woman facing a difficult phase: family problems, workplace pressure, and a constant feeling of spiritual exhaustion. She felt that despite praying and reading the Bible, something was missing, until she discovered a simple energy control technique that completely changed how she faced daily challenges. What did she do? Well, that's something you'll discover throughout this video. Now imagine how your life would be if you could leave home every day feeling protected, balanced, and full of positive spiritual energy. Imagine facing challenging situations with an inner peace that no one can shake. This is not only possible, but within your reach. And it all begins with these 5 minutes that can transform your day and your life. So, are you ready to learn how to create a powerful spiritual shield in just 5 minutes? If the answer is yes, stay with me, because this is just the beginning of a spiritual journey that can change everything. Understanding spiritual energy and the need for protection before diving into the practice of creating a spiritual shield. It's essential to understand what spiritual energy is and why we need protection. Spiritual energy is the invisible force that permeates everything around us. It's the essence connecting all things, from people to places and even thoughts. For Christians, this energy can be seen as the manifestation of the Holy Spirit, which guides, protects, and strengthens us in our spiritual journey. However, just as there is positive energy, there are also negative energies that can influence us, often without our awareness. Have you ever entered a room and suddenly felt a weight in your chest, as if something was out of place? Or perhaps you felt drained after a difficult conversation, even when no harsh words were spoken. These are common situations that demonstrate how the spiritual energy around us can affect us. In a world where we are constantly exposed to different types of energy, whether at work, at home, or even on social media, it is crucial to learn how to protect our energy field. But why do we need a spiritual shield? The answer is simple: because we cannot always control what happens around us, but we can control how it affects us. A spiritual shield works like an invisible barrier that filters negative energies and allows only what is positive and edifying to enter our space. It's like wearing a spiritual armor, as described in Ephesians 6:11. Put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Now, you might be wondering, how can I create this protection quickly and efficiently? The good news is that you don't need hours of meditation or complex rituals. It all begins with awareness of your spiritual connection with God and the intention to protect yourself. In the next chapters, we will explore a practical method that you can use in just 5 minutes, whether before leaving home, before an important meeting, or whenever you feel you need an energy cleansing. But before we proceed, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever stopped to think about how your spiritual energy is today? Do you feel light and connected? Or is there something that seems to be blocking your flow of positive energy? This reflection is important because by understanding where we are, we can take the first steps toward where we want to be. Are you ready to learn how to transform these 5 minutes into a powerful tool for spiritual protection and strengthening? If the answer is yes, stay with me, because in the next chapter, we'll explore the first steps to creating your spiritual shield. The first steps to creating your spiritual shield, now that we understand the importance of spiritual energy and why we need protection, it's time to get down to business, or better, to the spirit. Creating a powerful spiritual shield in just 5 minutes is simpler than you might imagine, but it requires intention, focus, and, above all, faith. Let's start with the first steps you can follow to establish this daily practice. The first step is to find a moment of quiet. It can be right after waking up, before leaving home, or even during a break at work. The important thing is that you are in a place where you can concentrate without distractions. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. This conscious breathing is the key to calming the mind and opening the heart to a spiritual connection with God. As you breathe, begin to visualize a bright light descending upon you. Imagine that this light comes directly from heaven, like a ray of positive energy that envelops your entire body. For Christians, this light can be seen as the presence of the Holy Spirit, which protects and guides us. Feel this light filling every part of your being, from head to toe. This visualization is powerful because it activates your faith and strengthens your energy field. Now, it's time to declare your intention. Aloud or mentally, make a simple prayer, such as, "Lord, I ask that your Holy Spirit surround and protect me. Let your light be my shield against all negative energy, and may I walk today in peace and safety." This prayer not only reinforces your spiritual connection with God, but also activates your faith as a protection tool. The next step is to expand this light around you. Imagine it extending, forming a protective bubble that surrounds your entire body. This bubble is your spiritual shield, and it is impenetrable to any negative energy. Visualize it clearly and feel the security it brings. You can even repeat an affirmation such as, "I am protected by divine light. Nothing can touch me without God's permission." Finally, give thanks. Gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to keep positive energy flowing. Thank God for protection, for peace, and for the strength He gives you. Feel this gratitude filling your heart and strengthening your spiritual shield. Can you imagine how these 5 minutes can transform your day? This practice not only protects you, but also connects you more deeply with God, strengthening your spiritual journey. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to keep this shield active throughout the day and how to handle situations that might challenge your spiritual energy. Maintaining the spiritual shield active throughout the day. Now that you've learned how to create a spiritual shield in just 5 minutes, it's important to understand how to keep this protection active throughout the day. After all, life is dynamic, and we are constantly exposed to new energies and situations that can challenge our balance. But don't worry, with some simple practices, you can strengthen your energy field and ensure that your shield remains firm, regardless of what happens around you. One key to maintaining your spiritual shield is awareness. Often we are so immersed in daily tasks that we forget to pay attention to our spiritual energy. Therefore, take a few moments throughout the day to do a quick check-in. Ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Am I light and calm, or is there something that seems to be affecting me? This simple question can help you identify when it's necessary to reinforce your shield. An effective technique is conscious breathing. Whenever you feel that your spiritual energy is being challenged, whether by an argument, bad news, or even a heavy environment, stop for a moment and breathe deeply. Close your eyes and visualize the divine light enveloping you again. Remember the morning prayer and repeat mentally, "I am protected by divine light. Nothing can touch me without God's permission." This quick practice can restore your inner peace and strengthen your spiritual shield. Another powerful tip is the use of positive affirmations throughout the day. Affirmations are short, powerful phrases that help reprogram your mind and keep positive energy flowing. Some examples you can use are, "I am safe and protected in all moments. God's peace fills my heart and mind," or "Divine light guides and protects me." Repeat these phrases whenever you feel the need to reinforce your spiritual connection. Additionally, it's important to be attentive to environments and people around you. We cannot always avoid situations or individuals that drain our spiritual energy, but we can choose how to react to them. If you notice you're in a heavy environment, for example, imagine your spiritual shield becoming even stronger, like an impenetrable barrier. And, if possible, try to distance yourself from situations or people who consistently bring negativity into your life. Finally, don't forget to be grateful. Gratitude is a powerful tool for keeping positive energy flowing. At the end of the day, take a few minutes to reflect on the blessings you've received and thank God for the protection and peace He has provided you. This practice not only strengthens your spiritual shield, but also helps you end the day with a light heart full of hope. Can you imagine how these simple practices can transform your daily life? In the next chapter, we'll explore how to handle challenging situations and further strengthen your spiritual journey. Dealing with challenging situations and strengthening your spiritual journey, life is full of ups and downs. And even with a powerful spiritual shield, it's natural to face situations that test your faith and spiritual energy. It could be a workplace argument, a personal disappointment, or even a moment of doubt about your purpose. But here's the good news. These situations, no matter how difficult they seem, can be incredible opportunities to strengthen your spiritual journey and deepen your spiritual connection with God. The first step in dealing with challenging situations is recognizing that they are part of life. Instead of trying to avoid or ignore them, face them as moments of growth. Remember that even Jesus faced challenges and temptations, but He always remained steadfast in faith. Similarly, you can use these situations to strengthen your spiritual shield and your confidence in God. A powerful technique for handling difficult moments is energy cleansing. When you recognize that a situation or person is affecting your spiritual energy, take a few minutes to reconnect with divine light. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and visualize this light enveloping you, dissolving any negativity and restoring your inner peace. Repeat a simple prayer, such as, "Lord, I surrender this situation to you. Help me find peace and wisdom to handle this in the best way." Another effective practice is forgiveness. We often harbor grudges or resentments that weigh on our hearts and block the flow of positive energy. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or agreeing with what happened, but rather releasing the emotional burden it carries. When you forgive, you're creating space for divine light to fill your heart and strengthen your spiritual shield. Moreover, it's important to seek support in your faith. Prayer, Bible reading, and meditation are powerful tools for renewing your spiritual energy and finding strength to face challenges. Remember that you are not alone. God is always by your side, ready to guide and strengthen you. Finally, don't forget to take care of yourself. Your spiritual journey also includes caring for your body and mind. Eat well, get enough rest, and reserve moments to do things that bring you joy and peace. When you take care of yourself, you're strengthening your energy field and creating an environment conducive to spiritual growth. Can you see how these practices can help you face any challenge with faith and confidence? In the next chapter, we'll explore how to end the day with gratitude and prepare your heart for a new day full of positive energy and divine protection. Ending the day with gratitude and preparing for a new dawn, we've reached the final chapter of this spiritual journey. But in a way, this is just the beginning of a new way of living. Now that you've learned how to create a powerful spiritual shield, keep it active throughout the day, and handle challenging situations, it's time to talk about how to end the day with gratitude and prepare your heart for a new dawn full of positive energy and divine protection. The end of the day is a sacred moment. It's when we can reflect on everything we've experienced, be thankful for the blessings received, and release any weight we might still be carrying. A powerful practice for ending the day is nighttime energy cleansing. Before sleeping, take a few minutes to reconnect with divine light. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Visualize this light enveloping you, dissolving any negative energy that might have accumulated throughout the day. While doing this, say a prayer of gratitude. Thank God for the victories, the lessons, and even the challenges, as they are opportunities for growth. You might say something like, "Lord, I thank you for this day. Thank you for your protection, your peace, and all the blessings I've received. I surrender to you everything I've experienced today and ask that you renew my strength for the day to come." This practice not only strengthens your spiritual shield, but also helps you sleep with a light heart full of peace. Another powerful tip is to write down the things you're grateful for. Keeping a gratitude journal is a concrete way to keep positive energy flowing in your life. Before going to bed, write down 3 things that happened during the day that you're thankful for. It can be something simple, like a loved one's smile, a moment of silence, or a work achievement. By focusing on the good things, you're strengthening your spiritual connection with God and creating an environment conducive to more blessing. Additionally, it's important to prepare your heart for the new day. Before sleeping, visualize tomorrow filled with light and protection. Imagine your spiritual shield already active, surrounding you from the moment you wake up. Ask God to guide and protect you during sleep and prepare you for the day ahead. This practice not only helps you sleep better, but also leaves you more confident and prepared to face any challenge. Finally, remember that your spiritual journey is continuous. Each day is a new opportunity to connect with God, strengthen your energy field, and live a life full of purpose and peace. And whenever you feel you need a boost, remember that you have a powerful tool at your disposal. The 5-minute method for creating a powerful spiritual shield. Are you ready to transform your life with these simple yet profound practices? Remember that the protection and peace you seek are within your reach, and it all begins with your intention and faith. May God bless you and guide you in every step of your spiritual journey.